Jonah Ondieki igona la kero bunge na ngoli kero bunge bado ase bunge ame constituency ya Bonchari Bonchari ni la kwenye mujumbe ora kole Ebiama Korwanenerera Matiangi ndo watu mujumbe rorobo niga muga konchoke oyo ngeta maskani yae ni asense moya magenderero obeire okweri ndoli ya kuri ndoli asense moya magenderero nande ne team yae tirakora ebiri atebeti abanchali bakore buntu cyakira magana be cy'искuru cya obwa magacho cy'искuru akwa gacho tigaranjira wakachirangisiko omwana wa chirangi wa cyakira green lakini so cy'искuru cy'ibirasi bime mbikoliri also compare for example JSS classes cya cross consists chinde nyolebe kire mpaka ceiling ekabeko pake chitile ekabeko pake birogo bibengene erogo kwa gacho wake plastic otigera bota byasu ya gacho inasema yamo to ochense moya mangana yechisemia sesa moya chibasari Bonchari chibasari nchiko bagwa uronge onye kwalenge team yo monto mwao talenga se team yo mweshimiwa igo oteka ubasari singi kwalanga nakabana onkendi kusonde nero ta ora mopingete amangana na yuna to kananga ebe se kula sex check na ebe se abakenya bonsi of opposition of government of kwa support mondo wete yata wete chibasi ya bubia ekine kigente kama natanga kete bia to janse
mheshimiwa tutararoga by the way so far wakwana mangana lengete disbursement ya chibasa wachara wega magendro anda kichibasa ibune constituency no mwanyorere kuri mheshimiwa onchoka so abisinerenga kolengana naye
bwana chicho abachumwako gatatu ngonyo ato chibasa so far ndabekere inkepi 300 million just as a constituency of Bonchari. Yeah.
We understanding on the committee could manage basari and everything as a constituency. What makes you thinking on choke mheshimiwa onchoke na rotara o kolina bantu ba kono tia bantu lewa barasi committee chiri.
Anyete watavanga ki ekero a piper na bego determine tune. You know mondo monyene Trump na determine chiko bigwa. So abantu bakubwa service usually mheshimiwa abate kokoro. And they work at these whims. So mararamika atoko kwana nantu banyakwande nanda sabantu ba force beto abanyakwandire nyendi atekire step abantu baye govuronge kango na tatanga lyo tali intebati ko bakoro yote banga mheshimiwa atwale usawa haki kilo mundanya le kwende tatebe tapagwa ensemugite constituency ngesenje tamade kwa chinde wose bantu twaro kana nyale mbayewa ekini no hotel
mheshimiwa naye kwalinga namba to soba cholibu mwako and by then you almost winning it kolegana naye is it not politics so ko play as amangana lingita magandra se constituency ya Bonchari
no inyuranga ki ditangani buna nchina beta mbebere mheshimiwa nchoke yange very slim margin in fact deep in me ngetenga chiyo chikora na ingo ntatangasitwe chikora na irete lakini sengi general tangasitwe na ade babunge mpaka wabira the time ago ngamo ko boko agendere talinga esengi nchonde ninche na official position in that context igo ndo wote banga mheshimiwa ngora gasi onyite ko gasi kolde unabona ngende kia chikwende chile chia chinyumba chiagwa naro choro NCA ko kwa na banda benda NCA bakiri chibya bago smile but then I think gonna his name get it's a sign of something being done. You know, sometimes to be seen to be doing something ndo kia ko bwa to lekana ngena anse me ina temete na anda bwa stote bakiro mona ngaki again tuna kia bete abaye bonso bwatane sincha abantu baito ba umiyete yakiti ko tanga ngokole siasa njokole siasa unabona kirako compare ase chikosisi kurugusionsi kisanyamira Bonchari constituency moya abere ko rank last all the time so thank you ngorange banda all the time was go to politics so ko 2022 ya chiucheza mheshimiwa njoka obere go siaka all the time whether Jonah Ondieki go determine. So I can tell you what I'm telling you sentiments chiane oina mangoni na yaba abancheli abange wata maoneka bnayi
mheshimiwa gato chikuruga wa samana lingite mheshimiwa njoke no wakali wa constituency ya 1 out of 10 ile ngoramo
tiliko mwa 1 out of 10 ngotumike gezo kalikia CBC kalikia exceeding expectations meeting expectation approaching and below expectation. I think my approaching expectation ngoma namba ibere out of 4 approaching expectation target expectation. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mheshimiwa, is it like kabana so far kwa ta ayoko ero kongo mojumbe utachora ni okara magandra se constituency ya Bonchari. You as a person magandra ga yatuko kwana.
Bona manyete enche ngote banga enche no mubunge ngo indegas lakini ntara tianiwa. Amagandra muna bona maete to chitimbu ati timbwati mugao we government ngutumika kora magendro so chiba chenzo gutumika ne chia mefuko yaito sabasani kero bwati chiba chi mefuko sabasani ebintu rakole biko bwati for example na bakonyanga abana bale bwati mechando chi school fees abana geteke toko sport bonse ekingo korande kwanyoranga ebyombe mbiro bibutegeta bakonye bibe byombe byabangina bibindi boda boda epingo katole abme chando ne mengelo for example matanga tayo to commission within a constituency ngo katole class abantu bale banya babwate maybe monta kwa meta sisa sukumire gento geteko se nombure gende kendega au approach as a person you do that so ineleka soko la bananchi lakini soko tanga maybe nega ntocho ja kwa kachipara bosoko kora ki ikitonyara chinya kitali nega that's why what gento ki a national budget for public good wone yinere umushimwa control those resources amento kora bananchi gas so kinga tanga kora gas nega gas ngubende ngine gas itokora yaiteo ku mufuko towards asaba na inchi asokwerwa kwa kora gas na whether abo pia na ndiko batete ase kandi tumne byabere unabona kikebeta ni siegali ikya mangana ko nyomba ntwa beta kerento beta marube ntwa pressure for haki ikole kasa bale ba mumieta.
Actually we saw mojumbe ka korese question as a parliament as a mangana ngete departmental committee on housing and urban planning na wote mangana how did you take it?
No, you know that's what we call reactionary. When you are a leader you don't become reactionary yani ngabona kikiyabere kwa mana gosoka nkioko kora getaraba oje because among national plan ekwenda among egali bintu national construction authority yere national agency ndobwate na county department of planning and construction bona abantu babere babwate second tuna kiabete bale bantu ko bulu maswali ne county government am national government no mwoshimwa kabera ne county government nero ne bata paka bafanyikazi ba MC mbaroro bamento kumenga inyomba bona yabere condemned nkikora kwenda koboro unabona bonje ndo kwana iga inyomba yitiri was the second building ya with bonjali yenere wete igali yabe but te band. So emotion gara come out to ask those questions is just doing it to be seen to be asking. It's reactionary. Lakini nyombe ya condemned eba ya mwento ko manyi chimbu ya condemned abantu batenga kinyombe na condemned don't go there. Tutu wale kwende hiyo. Na ndebono no tukwana iga omuntu inabwate for example. Yes, you can take him to court. What will be charged on will be under manslaughter, either section 202 of the penal code or section 203 or maybe could be some murder of some sort. But this one this is a criminal case. Agosibwa. But compensation there. So we must institute another suit against national government, NCA, and against the county government for what we call in law tort of negligence. So the abantaba babe compensated. So kuiro mondo ko tiasibwe no mondo bantu bakwete that's they go kwikabia.
Actually among the things so much more raising compensation yaba abantu. Yes. Don't you think it's a good thing according to what they declare reactionary? What best thing could have
you see in the national parliament is just a debating house, eh? Now we are talking about instituting a case law in the court of law kiekoleta abantu abonsiamo kikogeko soere a county government na gesoere a national government. These are entities. We are not talking about individuals. A national government is an entity. NCA and county government. What they do after that in your country. So it's a fail of the government. With negligence. So abantu don't work on compensation because of that negligence.
So can you give it to Mheshimiwa Ondieki because he raised the same thing?
No, raising question is good. Yes. Question of the parliament is good. It's reactionary. It's doing something to be seen to be doing something. So it's good.
So it's better you die trying. It's better to die trying than
he's managing politics, which is okay. But it's too late. But then I commend him for asking the question. But we want to see a case kere court paka kekere. Thank
you so much. By the way, karawani katora mangana mange sana ringete CDF as a constituency 290 sense again. Mangana iga ekeganche ya CDF. Tote to isu kolengano mangana ringente konekyo. Kisa korusugoro. Will you still run for office?
Let me tell you. Yes. In chekana kuligendo kalia. Chibese chige ipendo kwenda saba na inchi. CDF ya very condemned even up to Supreme Court as unconstitutional. Aba jumbe ko push balegenteke. The reason why jumba go push esengengino bakoliera. Oje. We want aba bunge bunga ki abanyona who are going to parliament out of intrinsic motivation for legislation, representation and oversight. That should be the work of a member of parliament. Inchengo tabanga isikurusigwa kebe structured in a way that you can mwananchi weta turusia mangana ya basani nini bago chabacha kusalimi ndogali. I'm for that. Lakini for now, even with this privilege, yes. Even this kind of corruption in Kobasi constituency, some members of parliament batumekele kiti yake wakola kasingia and we commend them. So asoko bwende ke ratified boronge na ndege tutwale engenje turalinde obokurumi boke tokonya constituency is a good idea. Otherwise, as we speak right now, tubwate chiba sare so women na bwate MCA na bwate kelmo na bwate chiba kwamo, they can be chibe kweke ancheke mechiko somia bana bataka kuru nsepa kaiko. So it's a matter of management. Yeah, otherwise CDF is already condemned, but members of parliament are killing on it.
So will you run for office?
I will still run for office.
What will you manage?
No, I don't have to manage. My work is cut out. Representation, oversight, and legislation. That's the work of a member of parliament. World over. Those are three functions: legislation, oversight, na representation, represent abantu bao. That's the work of a member of parliament. Anything else is additional, just for members of parliament to eat. Yeah, that's the fact. Yeah.
Thank you so much. You are the CDF bado. Looking at everything, if everything remains constant, babunga wangi jwe sene about mega tote baneke mana ko everything batagete ko gana nonye public participation ko tara mikutana every tatu. How will you manage it? You are so much more John Ondieki.
My thing is public participation.
Yes.
To the committees of parliament. Yes. Committees of parliament maybe they are doing a certain legislation or they are doing issue for example in the finance bill. There's an kitty public participation. Every member of parliament has committee ayale. So they have enough money to do that job. So if you CDF is supposed to do in masomo, security mainly. Those are the two areas. Otherwise, even to be managed by either the county government and national government using other avenues. Yeah, diga to multiply also.
Thank you much magato kura sengane you looking at everything. Ano mu watan weke makya ODM. Time so wa change revirengere. Mugu singo chale go si otere kya mnendo te kyo mugu si ke chiko to ko Jonah Matiangi go semaraga. Go seni whatever on Jonah Ondieki run for the top seat. What is your thought on that?
Well, number one, let's face it, we see we are disorganized still. Not organized properly. Ekiama, for example, UPA, to be honest with you, is a village party. It's a small party. We are talking about a president of the Republic of Kenya. You cannot present UPA and run for. It could be one of the parties in the coalition. Even Jubilee itself still needs a coalition. So again, I think Mheshimiwa Magara, no Mheshimiwa Manson Yongo, but they were coming together. But even with that, we got willing to the presidential candidate any year we more established to work with if we want to win for presidency. So Mheshimiwa Matiangi osukulile Mheshimiwa Matiangi telling niga nchako boli chikura na ba Kenya ba muranginga nchoko chikura. There's a call all over the country around it. No about what differences gaiga. There's a consensus within ODM itself. Ime ODM abantu bali me ODM ba feeling aki obora ibora oboni gwa William Ruto Bolivia. Ngora yebe tofauti. Tonyanga ki Dr. Fred Matiangi can present a different leadership.
So you want to confirm ODM na bego era ache support Matiangi?
Why not? When the one no matter here, James Orengo is speaking a different language. In the Babu Win is speaking a different language. Sifuna is a language in Alquan. No, I have a bunga way to go. Keep again language in Alquan. Now in Jumba in Jolly and Tego guys. Mujumbe. In the Koreans, the Jolly. On Jonah Ondieki. Email the Moon and the language you want in our call. Manduku Tinda Moranga Jata in Ebia, but Manduku is not for the president that much, But he has worked with the president before, Grand Port. So we don't know how assassin Tinda more interview, lakini abande bali to kana brabo. There's a general consensus here about Jumbe Bonsi, na MCA na wanyina abantu many in the country including the mountain nga Fred Matiangi na barabe kwenda. Ekito tabanga lende Jubilee na bokira aba fadhali ko bwa UPA. Jubilee was a ruling party for 10 years. It has resources tune of 10 billion. Nkebwata babo urumba ngora abantu bande bali willing to support Fred na whatever say anera monyene. You see, that is a uchakara. What he needs to do, rebranding. Toka rebranding, rebranding the Chaka, which I think is doing the right thing. Now I think now is also trying to do and talk coalition building. I'm gonna go approach Yabananchi.
Looking at are you ready to ditch ODM for Jubilee?
No, this time around let me tell you, ODM is not important to me. Kobwa Kotuare presidential candidate will win Okurukwa Fred Matiangi. Okay? So if anything has to be done, make sure Fred Matiangi will win, I think as we see, let's support it.
Why Matiangi not Maraga?
Mwaka Maraga nasikire. Make no mistake. Justice David Grande Maraga is a respected figure in this country. Even in jurisprudence across the continent and the world over. Make no mistake, Maraga nasikire. Now, but when you're talking about the President of the Republic of Kenya, the President, I say, Amukurukwa, the executive. Maraga Obeda is a judiciary, but we're talking about the executive. You know the judiciary controls less than 20 billion. But you were talking about the executive. Serikali ya Kenya ndio to monto omorora nkora kile omutu omopa. Oyina Fred Matiangi so. Who's not smiling? Maraga, I feel like I respect him. In fact, he has his supporters. My father is his supporter. We just convinced him the other day that he may not be the good fit for 2 reasons. And mwaka Maraga kora ndorega igato koranga ki na go kwana. You respect you, and there's nothing which will stop that. Lakini even though work kodo legacy rio bwate yao, please tigebego to maintain legacy. Iya kabere. That's personal. You know, I'm in communication. I feel that President Senator Mondol more fluent and who can communicate with ya. Well, as I mean, we speak this one. I feel like Maraga is not endowed compared na Matiangi. So I'm just trying to use merit. Yes. Then age. Maraga is in his 70s, and we feel like Matiangi is younger. He can do it. I love Matiangi has handled very, very difficult things in the country. Security, or education, even the Maraga has just been the judicial all the time. So I don't feel like Maraga nabwa that yani kwendelia womo whether keire, but he's an honest man. I don't think he's a project. I think he's honest. He wants to run. But those who don't want Matiangi to win, ebara mo support even strategically. No na basigal nini abwenga ni ga senja kiro chief justice abwata na gakora kabaiko, but bali bata yete babulugania abantu. So I think he is a wise man using his wisdom na determining nkiara akole. Njina atenga ki atige kara nyole birogo bunabono ko semne kiro na magana kurwane bukuru. Because Mondo where there is the beacon of honest in this country. Erabia. Otherwise, the government in legacy, if you become president, we'll be very happy. Actually, I'll be very happy. Lakini I don't see that this path, especially we are dealing with it. Kasongo tomoroka. Kasongo ta konya sura ya Maraga na sura ya Kalonzo teliko kama hotel sura makosa. Lakini imagine sura ya Fred Matiangi even on a billboard. It is scary to him, you know. How was the reception of Matiangi according to you? No, I think Matiangi is smart. In Matiangi, we are dealing with a president who's looking for a re-election. Anybody who did a re-election is always a very wounded kinda. No anything it takes to win. So that's the kind of person we're dealing with. No one about some history that we might think so Matiangi, I think whether I see kunga Dickens and Madison, kia Canadian company ya kwenye Dodoma Boko, kwa president ya Botswana. I think is well advised. Why? Number one, Matiangi aregocha bunatwate daije. Emwe na utausia kijeke ayont. Abantu baitolega tusie kijeke ay. Number one, ekorato the government, igocha kijisegi. Number two, it would have rattled ekechia abantu abakolokwa about opposition. Ege chirigiji, ege chikalonzo, ege chiwantabande. Bono kuchikoka coalition building, eba chikoranga kibono ngakio unajionyesha, no? You know politics mwana jina vero ni methanga nebwate interest na nebwate moke nyingemi. So just be like anybody else, just be calm, be humble, and things will come to you. So he did the right thing. He did the right thing. One of the which I think is not offing because in the chiguru tolenga chira, he needs just to address the country. Abarangi mwana walikuwa mangana. Arangi ngale yangu address in the conference, press conference. I'm sure utaenda Nairobi kumunju interview. I address a country for 1 full hour about mangana Kenya. Na ndakire. Amanga kole mekutano ya kole Mount Kenya kichibusi yakole mekutano na ndara ibisa. In an event mheshimiwa atabuli Kenya yons, what will happen to you? Ama to everyone no konyo bangete as Matiangi. No, okay. As a personally saying, my wish for Matiangi actually, ne saying encho feeling abagusi having lived here in also I travel a lot. I can tell you Mugusi, onyetura manyanyo kotero Mugusi gaiga. We are wonderful people in this world. Usikiri for example remittances yechi bachiko chaka kisi. Ugose Kenya. We get over 270 billion a year, almost 300 billion a year, equivalent to the amount chiko bachikwewa na allocation revenue chiko under counties chons Kenya. In a year, chiko cha Kenya is over 300 billion, and 40% of that amount comes to Kisi and Nyamira. Okay? What does that tell you? Nyambiga Kisi ndo bwati gold, ndo bwati kende, but you can see chiko nyumba chiko kajwa. Most of this money comes from our Kenya ba colleagues, abroad, bantu colleagues. In aspect here, genda some ngana transport. chiga chansi wana nchipokera mateka ni chibakusi Nairobi ni wabale gali abakusi abantu bakole gasi abakusi abantu bale ya namba barabire bigo bitumanyete Maraga Matiangi you see how they work so we can bring a difference so I'm feeling one of us the sons yomugusi especially ababasa okay especially friend Matiangi is the front runner can bring change asenje I'm not saying maybe ataboli think oboli kura nanje feel everything I say level yebo jumbe we consider sasa nkurwa I have that capacity or that kind of change maybe in the future we can think of something bigger but we have to win for him I think his cut is caught in biale so I bata aboli chikura I don't expect that go lakini bata aboli chikura then now we will unawatoko liyo moto support maybe ata Kalonzo but tali president yoga
thank you much because of the interest of time you are parting shot
njira tebiga litanga parting shot yanene yiga aba gusia se mwabeta totiko bochaye binda ngote abaiga aba gusi totwale bibande ibanda omaite munabona igetore about 700,000 Kisii County enyemire bakaba around 500 or 600 500 so 1.2 Gusiland then tumako na Nairobi 300,000 na chinsa mochine we are about 2 million lakini mbara abange sana bate wakachukua umaite waka around 60 yeah so waka about 60% so toso okay this time around wakona baiko twaka 99% so ekonyanga abantu bese comment ngenjeyo etubwata abantu abange ando abajana no video isikoga barejeste chikura tosoke twakachikura to send a message yamo na ninyi kunyalekanaga kila round yeye abantu bagenda nomination batakire buya bayita abantu baranya ko legacy abantu toshora abantu abonse na uniform yamo bagenda bachiku support ruko ine message mbwato jase asabandi agwitani yabo ngote abantu bayito bali muri byama bintu byonsi isoke kubekiama is an institution lakini asense mo ya interest ya community tia to kwa ne lugha yamo this time round na and we cannot have one leader at a time and at this time Fred Matiangi is a shoulder higher than everybody else.
Thank you so much Mheshimiwa and we wish you all the best.
Yeah man. You don't get age. Yeah, it was 20 minutes.